Hi, welcome to our Improving Engagement Skills training. I'm Kristen.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Koshi.
And we are occupational therapists that based our research on navigating language barriers in an OT session.
Language barriers can create frustration, miscommunication, and missed opportunities, a challenge not only confirmed by our research, but our fellow OTs' experience. This video is to help OTs strengthen their communication skills, especially when working with non-English speaking clients when no interpreter is present.
This can be improved with tools found in Improv. Improv, short for improvisation, uses tools like yes and to emphasize listening with openness, not just to words, but by observing their partner's body language and tone. Sound familiar? We as OTs use these same tools and strategies to build rapport and make clinical decisions that can guide our clients' care.
Our approach is guided by the acronym Improv. Improv stands for I, implicit communication, M, model, P, pictures and props, R, respond empathetically, O, stay organic, and V, verified. Now let's dig into how this works in our OT practice.
I, implicit communication. Implicit communication is everything we convey without speaking. It's our tone, facial expressions, body language, and gestures. When working with clients who speak little or no English, these nonverbal skills become the foundation for building understanding and rapport. Pay close attention to a client's posture, gestures, and eye contact. What do you notice? Practice mirroring these positive gestures like smiling or nodding to show support and engagement. Notice subtle signals like fidgeting or hesitancy and respond with calm reassurance or helpful gestures.
M is for model. Modeling a task provides a clear blueprint for clients. Rather than explaining step by step in a language they may not understand, show the action slowly and let the client follow. Improvisers use modeling to communicate intention without speech. OTs can do the same to convey information and build trust. Model actions directly. Instead of explaining how to use the reacher, quietly show the process step by step. Modeling is intuitive, evidence-based, and accessible when words won't work.
P. Pictures and props. In improv, performers often rely on visual cues. Pictures and props bridge communication gaps because even if a person cannot communicate through spoken or written language, they can show or point to different pictures to convey their thoughts. Visuals give clients context, reducing confusion. So keep a toolkit of images, objects, and gestures handy. R. Respond empathetically. Respond empathetically. This refers back to yes and, which is a fundamental improv principle. Yes and teaches us to accept what is being given verbally or non-verbally by the other person, the yes, and then adding on to these offers in ways that move the interaction forward, the and. The key is not to shut down the interaction. Remember, as an OT, it is important for us to connect with our patients. We all know that every session does not go as planned. It's better to follow the lead of how the patient is feeling and go with the flow. Responding empathetically is more than mirroring body language. It means actively tuning into the client's emotional experience and letting them know that their feelings matter. When language is limited, empathy is the bridge to psychological safety and trust. It starts with noticing the client's emotions. Do they seem anxious, withdrawn, frustrated, or overwhelmed? Instead of jumping to solutions or dismissing their distress, acknowledge what you observe. Offer a reassuring gesture, a supportive nod, or a soft word in their language, if possible. Simple actions, offering a pause, a tissue, or a moment of silence, can show care when words fail. When clients feel understood, beyond just observed, they are more likely to engage, trust, and participate fully. Responding empathetically helps us validate our clients' experiences and adapt in the moment. It keeps the therapeutic relationship strong and creates a safe space where progress can truly happen.
O is for organic. Organic isn't just the expensive produce at the grocery store. Organic is any process where you're creating in real time. This brings us back to the yes and method, but let's break it down a little bit more. First, accept what your partner gives you. That's the yes. You listen, watch, and validate their actions or feelings, showing you're fully present and receptive. Then comes the and. You add something of your own in response. The scene grows together, step by step, even if words are limited or you don't speak the same language. Here's an example in OT practice. Imagine a client gestures to indicate pain in their arm. Instead of ignoring it or trying to redirect, you respond with a nod and a gentle gesture, acknowledging their discomfort. That's our yes. Then you pick up a softball and demonstrate squeezing or stretching movements, offering an activity. That's our and. This way, you validate the client's experience and move the session forward even when there is a language barrier. The yes and mindset doesn't mean agreeing with everything a client says. It means recognizing what they communicate, be it a feeling, a gesture, or an action, and then responding constructively. This builds trust and keeps the treatment process collaborative, creative, and adaptive. To recap, to maintain an organic process, practice yes and. Accept and acknowledge the client's reality. That's our yes. Add a therapeutic response or activity. That's our and. Build connection and collaboration step by step, organically, all while noting the client's body language and facial expressions. When an OT approaches sessions with yes and, even unpredictable moments become opportunities for engagement and growth.
V. Verify. Verify understanding by having your client demonstrate what they've learned. The teach-back method is the most effective communication tool across languages. After teaching your client a new method or educating on a topic, ask to see if they can repeat the action or to communicate the message back to you. The teach-back method is a step further than asking if a client understands. It focuses on the confirmation of understanding through action. You can always verify understanding through the use of gestures, demonstrations, or simple check-ins to confirm the client is able to grasp what you are demonstrating or educating on.
Let's recap. Implicit cues, modeling actions, using pictures, responding empathetically, staying organic, and verifying. Real-world barriers persist. Time, lack of interpreters, diverse cultures, and more. These improv-inspired tools are simple but powerful, and they're already part of your OT toolbox. Practicing these will help you connect with and empower every client when words fall short and when no interpreter is present.
For more exercises and resources, please see the links below and consider joining an improv workshop in your local community.
Please click back on our survey to now share how this training has impacted your care and your engagement with clients.
And thank you for participating in our training and making sure that OT is accessible across language barriers.